Hello and welcome to the Mal and Johnny Show. What do you mean? What do you look like? What's going? Johnny, I wasn't sure what to wear. You know, it's like you look in the wardrobe. What am I going to wear?
Have you been raiding Elton's glasses drawer?
Do you like? What do you think? So these are my new glasses. Actually, do you know what? They're designed by a lady called Anna, who's got a company called Fin, F-F-I-N or Fin, from Mumbles.
Oh wow!
Yeah, they make these great glasses. They actually get them made, I think, in Italy. And so I got this. We'll get it out of the way with, then we can move on and pretend nothing's happened. Is that all right?
Oh, right. Okay.
This is my jacket. Let me put it back as well.
So I saw it the other day when you were singing. You were wearing it the other day.
Yeah. So the idea was I wanted something different, Johnny, for the gig at the arena. And I've got this great friend called Neil Howells. And Neil does these. He did a jacket for Alicia Keys, and he does these great big works, and they all sort of have this sort of style about them. Anyway, I took a jacket over, he painted it, and anyway, so that's this is my new look.
You didn't get all that stuff from Lord Ali, did you?
I should have got in touch with him.
Should have got in touch. He likes to paper glasses.
Yeah. Anyway, how are you? Because it's been far. I know we've both been busy and.
Yeah. I'm all right. No problem with me. I've been fine. What can I say? I've been doing stuff. I've been doing gigs, and I did one last week for a theatre up in Herefordshire.
Oh, right.
The Ruth Maddock was the not the sponsor. What
patron,
do you call it?
patron type of thing.
The patron of it, yeah. And they were trying to raise money, see?
Yeah.
And she'd been very kind of, she'd given them all her old costumes and all sorts of stuff. So would I do it because I was a friend of Ruth? I said, yeah, of course I will. Yeah. So up I go. Yeah. I said, do I need to bring any sound gear? No, we got all the sound gear. He said, be great. You know? So I said, all right, I'll just bring my mini disc player then. I said, because I got all my back. So I get there, he fixes it up, and I do the sound check, and it's like, Anyway, sounded okay. I said, not much reverb. Give me a bit of reverb. So give me a bit of reverb.
Bit of bathroom.
Yeah. So the next, we start the show. The first song, no problem.
Yeah, great.
Second song, it won't play.
Oh.
Third song, it won't play. Fourth song, it won't play. Oh, something wrong with your recorder, they said. I said, well, I was working this morning. Anyway, long story short, I thought, I can't stand you with egg on my face now. So I said, I tell you what I'll do, folks. I said, a little problem with the technicians. I'm going to tap dance. I don't need music for this. I can do this on a company. So I did my tap dance. They all loved that. They all shouted more. And then I told them, I was out of breath. So I told them a load of jokes. So then I got one track that started to work, which is a rock and roll medley. So I did that, and I finished on that.
Oh,
so
brilliant.
In the end, it was okay. But I got home, I put the tape on in my gear. It worked perfectly well. It was the guy up there who was cocking it up.
Oh, man. I know. Technology, we live and die by it nowadays, don't we? We live and die by it. Yeah, I got to say about tap dancing, I must admit, I came off the stage at the Swansea Arena, saying hello to people. I turned around. You were on the main stage tap dancing.
Well, if you want to ask me on my own, I'll go and do it anyway.
That was fantastic. Oh, and I mean, lots of work in the house as well. Lots of different people working from your household, aren't they? What's been going on?
Oh, yeah. Well, Alwyn had a part in Gavin and Stacey, the special.
Right.
Because everybody was asking me, you back in it? I said, no, they got my wife instead. But it's a nice little part. She's playing with Ruth Jones, and I can't say much about it.
No,
you have to kill me first. You know what I mean?
Did she enjoy it, though? Did she enjoy the whole experience?
She said the people were great, and she knows Ruth anyway, and they were all congratulated at the end and gave her presents, and they're very nice,
Oh, that's lovely.
And then she went to the rap party the other night at the Ivy,
right?
And she saw they were all there, and they were all sending their regards to me, send my regards to John, because there was no plus one, see, because you can imagine there was 30, 40 crew, and there was the castle. They can't pay for everybody.
No.
So you understand that.
Yeah.
And that was that. I know she's got another series now called Still Waters. It's getting us recorded next week. She got 3 or 4 episodes of that. And that's going on BBC One, I think, and is going on S4C.
Wow, that's brilliant. So English and Welsh, is it? They do it back to back?
She's doing it back to back. Robert Glesinder's in it. Is it Glessinder?
Yes. Yeah,
he's in it.
His family from Swansea.
Yeah, that's right. That must be the connection.
Yeah, they used to live up in the Males, I think.
And his brother was Welsh. Well, his brother's obviously Welsh. There's Robert, and there's the other one. I forgot the other one's name.
Yeah,
there's 2 of them anyway.
John?
They're very good actors.
Yeah. Oh, that's brilliant. That's brilliant.
Yeah.
James Corden met up with James Corden on the weekend.
Did you? Where was he?
He came down to see the Swans, Swansea City.
All right.
A call came through from his office asking if he could get into like a bit of a secure area for the game, and we're all going, well, I wonder if it's really him, or whether whether it's a hoax. But it was really him, and he was lovely, because obviously once people heard, the rumours were flying around the stadium pretty early on, and everybody wanted a selfie with him, and he was lovely. So
apparently he was great down at Barry Island. Everybody's, because it was huge bloody crowds watching.
Yeah.
It was unbelievable. They had to stop the traffic half the time because all the crowds around there taking pictures and stuff.
Isn't that amazing?
So, but he was going around shaking hands with everybody then, Owen said.
Yeah. Because I've got friends who, when they come down to Wales, they have to go to Barry because they're such Gavin and Stacey fans,
I know. It's crazy, isn't it? I told you that story ages ago. When I was in Covent Garden having a coffee, some woman tripped on my foot. And she said, I'm very sorry. I said, don't worry. I said, only an accident. Off she goes. 5 minutes later, she comes back. She said, you're that bloke who played Marco, and I said, yes. I said, I am. She said, my husband's got a bus called Dave's Coaches. Will you go on board and talk to the punters? I said, I don't know. I said, no, if I got time.
It's amazing. It is amazing.
Oh, it's amazing. It's an amazing programme. Yeah.
So, obviously, you can't say what's happening, but is she pleased with the thing? She's pleased with her work, as we call it, the work.
Because they only send her
all pages, not the rest.
Because they don't want anybody to know what it's all about.
Yeah.
Everybody's saying, are they going to get married or not going to get married and all that. But,
Fantastic.
who knows?
Fantastic. Okay.
But apparently Alison was very upset at the end and crying.
Oh, yeah.
Because it's been a lot of 15 years, 16 years.
Wow.
It started 16 or 17 years ago, I think, the first series, and I was in that one when I was a young boy with black hair. And then then I did the next one and the next one. I didn't do the last special, and I didn't do this special, but c'est la vie.
But that's it now, is it? That's it. It's
apparently that's it.
Oh well, that's amazing. And it obviously, was it Christmas before last when the last one was on? It was the crowning glory of Christmas, wasn't it? Everybody loved it. Everybody loved it.
And also, you see, you got her like proposing to James. Will you marry me? And that was the cliffhanger. Ooh. So this is why everybody's waiting for this one.
Great. Well, thanks for
I've also done a documentary. I don't know if I told you about this. I got a phone call from a film company in London. They're making a documentary on Roger Moore, an hour-and-a-half documentary.
Right.
And they knew Dorothy Squires was married to him, but they didn't know much about her, and they bought my book. See?
Right.
So they said, do you mind if we come and interview you? I said, no. I said, you can come interview me if you want. So down they came. I told them that Emily round the corner, the niece. Oh, I'd love to see it. So they were here for 4 hours with the film crew.
Wow.
Warts and all, they wanted to know everything about Roger when he was with Dorothy and this and that. So I told them all I knew, and Emily, and apparently it's going out Christmas as well.
Fantastic.
And I think that's going to BBC, and also it's going worldwide in cinemas. It's an hour and a half of fun.
Oh, Johnny. That's brilliant, isn't it? That's brilliant. Oh.
Yeah. There's no money in it. When they interview, you don't pay you for interviews. No. It's nice though. He chops on the box, isn't it?
No one pays anymore, Johnny.
Nobody pays anymore. How did you do at the concert? I saw it. I thought it was a good concert, but did you make any money?
Well, as long as
there's a lot of people to pay there.
Yeah, there were a lot of people on the stage. I've still got the house, Johnny, which is a good thing. But the bailiffs haven't been around yet. So, no, it's great because we, I asked a couple of guests, and I wasn't expecting them really, but Elio, because, I did that concert for Elio. And I popped up to London and he put me in a hotel and then I did the gig. So I said, do you fancy doing the same? So I put him in a hotel. He came down, did the gig. And he was brilliant, wasn't he, on the piano?
Oh, he's great. What a pianist he is.
Yeah.
He got a good singing voice, but the piano playing is phenomenal.
Yeah, and he's such a showman on the piano.
Oh, I know. He's great.
So Steve Balsamo, Steve's done all the gigs lately, back and forth to London. Ria, which is nice to have Ria back down, Ria Jones. So we'd been writing, so the new song we'd written together. Then Owen Paul. Now, Owen...
Now, who's he, that fellow that came on?
You're my favourite waste of time.
Was that his record? Or
yeah, that was his big hit in the 80s.
Oh, right.
Yeah, so he was massive in the 80s.
I remember the song, yeah.
And then he he walked away from it for a little while, but now he's back. And in fact, so I sort of met him through that Mike Reed's Heritage Chart show, because we've both been fairly successful lately, Johnny. And I put up the, I was announcing various guests and Steve Balsamo.
Yeah.
And he just put on a comment on it. He said, "Oh, well, I can come down as well if you like." So I said, "All right, come on down." So I'd never met him before the day, and he's got a song called Carrick Fergus. So I knew that
he was good.
He was good. It's funny. They're all, maybe they're not as big household names as they have been or should be, but they're all top pros, Johnny. It's like when you see a pro at work, you can tell, can't you?
That's right. Right.
And then the last one is an old colleague, friend of yours from Cardiff, Andy Fairweather-Low.
Oh, Andy Fairweather, yeah. Well, I knew his wife better than him, Barbara. She was a lovely girl.
Yeah.
But unfortunately, she passed away. I think I'm not sure what she had, but it's very sad, really.
Yeah, she was a lovely lady. And
so
I'd mentioned it to him a month or so ago, and he wasn't sure because he's up to things. And then he just rang me on Monday, week last Monday, and said, "If you want me to come down, I'll do a duet with you, just the two of us." Well, the band were gutted. They're still talking about it. This band is still gutted because they didn't get to play with him. But as he said, he couldn't have a boy from Cardiff come down and play a show with a band called the Jacks.
Swansea Jacks.
He'd never heard the last of it. But he was brilliant. Oh, I loved that. He's just he walked on the stage, didn't he? Walked on stage, walked to the microphone and took control of the room. Took a hold of the whole arena.
How old is he now? Is he about my age, I think?
He must be, yeah. He was the face of 1969.
That's right.
So
that song he sang, what was it? Not Wild
Paradise.
Paradise, yeah. I think he wrote that about Barbara. That was his wife.
So it's
he lives in Cardiff still. I know where he lives. I won't tell anybody.
No. But for the right amount of money, right amount of cash.
Is he still going out with Eric Clapton?
Not so much with Eric. He's just done a guest spot with Nick Lowe. And I think he's got some gigs with Paul Carrick. So it's of that calibre. It's of that calibre of artist.
Paul Carrick's great.
Oh, great voice, great songs.
It's funny, though, because I used to do a lot with the Variety Club of Britain, to raise money for kids and stuff,
Mm-hmm.
And we used to get big names in and do lunches for them, and all the money went to the charity.
Yeah.
We did one with Bryn Terfel, we did one with Shirley Bassey, and I asked Barbara, I said, "Do you think Andy would do like a lunch for him, Yeah. She said, "No, he's not like you, John. He doesn't like to be in the front. He likes to be at the back."
Exactly.
He's a bit of an introvert, isn't he? I mean,
do you know what? Yeah. I was watching one of these. It was an Eric Clapton show on Sky Arts. Yeah. And basically, he was doing everything. He was in charge of the band. He was playing all the difficult bits and letting Eric Clapton shine. He said, "There's a bloke on the." I just texted him. I said, "There's this bloke on the TV who's working ever so hard, and it's not even his show." But he loves that. He
loves it. Yeah.
Great player, great player, and I love his voice as well. But just a great all-round top bloke. Much like yourself, Johnny. Much like yourself, top bloke.
Well, see, never give in us.
Never give in,
boys,
never surrender.
Never give in.
Never surrender.
But they can't tap dance this year. I got all skip.
Next year, no tap dance.
I'm the only one that can do it.
We need tap dancing in the show. We have to work on that. Right then.
Next time, I'm going to get you to play Sweet Georgia Brown and then double tempo for me to do the tap dance.
So what's going on? Anything planned for you now?
No, I'm free as a bird now.
Free as a bird. Okay. Yeah.
I got to buy myself a new printer because my printer's gone up with pictures.
Yeah.
So I got to put that together and put it on the net, so I can do it remotely.
Yeah, lovely. Well, he's still open to offers. Book him.
Who is?
Book him. You.
Oh, me.
Yeah. Book him now book early to avoid disappointment.
I don't want to do much, to be honest. I've had enough. They keep dragging me out.
It's like the mafia, man.
You can't. She said, "You can't say no, John." I said, "Oh well, what can you say?" They asked me to do this thing in Hereford. I go up there and do that. Then Emma, who was in Panto with me, she was having a big do for her mother because her mother is very ill, and she was a dance teacher, so she had this big do for her just in case, if you know what I mean.
Right, yeah.
Would I come and sing some song? I said, "Yeah, I'll come down." So down I go, and I did that in Barry last week.
Lovely.
So they keep calling me out.
That's brilliant, man. That's brilliant. Well, behind me, you can see I got the music computer on in the background. I'm working on the tracks, the Gus Dudgeon songs. Remember we said about getting tapes transferred, and I've been saying you must do it as well. Yeah. So I've got the tapes from Gus Dudgeon now, and they sound amazing. I mean, I'm not playing very much on them, but they've got all these great players and string arrangements. So that's for next spring. I'm going to do the Gus Dudgeon EP.
Oh, why not?
Yeah, so you know me, Johnny.
I got all these bloody 32 track tapes.
Got to get them transferred, man. We got to get them transferred.
How do I do that?
I'll tell you the place in London, FX Rentals. They do tape transfers.
All right, okay.
It's not, it's not cheap, but it's not, it's your legacy.
I got like orchestrations by people like Arthur Greenslade and all these big arrangers that did Engelbert and Bassi, and a fantastic sound. I recorded in Lansdowne Studios, which was a 32 track in those days, which was one of the biggest.
Yeah, it was like they also did all the film stuff there as well.
And you were in a box, and the band was there, boy. I loved that.
Get them transferred now. Let's put the album out next year.
The album?
Yeah.
Why not?
Of course, there's nothing to stop us except ourselves. There's nothing to stop us.
And the bank balance.
Oh, yeah, I forgot about that. Yeah. Back to the arena gig. Anyway, we're booking it for next year, Johnny, so God willing, we'll be there next. It's going to become an annual event.
What you going to do next year? Can't say it's my 51st year.
51st. It's going to be the Whose Coat's That Jacket tour.
Yeah.
It's the Swansea tour.
I've been in this game 60 years.
Goodness me, Johnny.
1963 was my first professional summer ski.
Wow. Well, no wonder
I'm still doing the same routine.
15 minutes will last you a lifetime. All right, then. Well, look, we keep in touch. We're back on the straight and narrow weekly podcast now, aren't we? So we'll find something to talk about next week, won't we?
We'll find plenty.
We're bound to. So it's from the tap dancing Johnny Teeter. It's
Well, and goodbye from me.
and for me, I'm just going to go walk down the Mumbles, see if anybody recognises me.
You're going to go out in those glasses. Now you get mobbed. They think you're Elton. You have to put a wig on.
Cheerio, bye. Bye-bye.
Ta-da, ta-da.